Hi students, welcome all of you once again in my YouTube channel. Today in this video I am going to discuss chapter number 9, soil. This video is going to be quite interesting and I am going to cover complete NCERT chapter in single shot. And let's first of all discuss about what are the topics which are going to discuss. Number 1 is importance of soil. Next, soil pollution and method of its prevention. Next, activity to demonstrate layers of soil. Next, soil profile. Next, formation of soil and types of soil. Then we'll discuss an activity to explain percolation rate of water. Next, moisture in soil, followed by absorption of water by soil. Next is soil and crops. So let's begin with the chapter without taking much of your time. Number 1, importance of soil. We all know that soil is an important natural resource and soil help in the growth of plant by holding the roots and supplying water and nutrients. Soil is very essential for agriculture, which provide us food, clothing and shelter. Soil is a habitat for several organisms like ants, earthworms, snails, centipedes, millipedes, snakes, rats, beetles, etc. So here in the picture you can see pile of soil, beautiful greenery of crops, and here you see it's the cotton field and this is the green plant in all its glory. So here you see elaborated slide on living organisms which are found in soil. You must be aware of snail, you must be aware of millipede, then ant, and then you are also aware of earthworm, then you are also aware of soil fungi, but there are certain new organisms like bug, like soil protozoa, then springtail, then pseudoscorpion, mite, wireworm, cicada nymph, centipede, rove beetle, wood roach and sludge, etc. So it's just for your knowledge, and now we'll discuss about soil pollution. So we all know that soil pollution is caused by plastics, it is caused by chemicals or pesticides and other waste products. So now the thing is how we can reduce the soil pollution. We need to avoid using plastics. Next, we should treat waste and chemical before releasing it into soil. We should reduce the use of pesticides and afforestation and plantation. This is very important. In your home also you should at least grow 1 or 2 plants on your own. Now I'll explain one activity through which we can get to know about layer of soil. What you have to do, dear students, you have to take a glass of or tumbler, okay, and you fill it with 3/4, okay, you fill it with water. How much? 3/4. It means about 75%. Then add handful of soil in glass tumbler, stir it well with glass rod and leave it undisturbed for some time, and we can see different layers of particles of different size. The rotting dead and animals remain at the top, it is called humus. Below are the layers of clay, sand and gravel. Now there is some problem in the spelling here in the slide, so you should know this one is humus and second one is water, and the third one is clay, and fourth one is sand, and the last one is gravel. Okay, its spellings are mentioned here. So now I will discuss about soil profile. What is soil profile? It is a vertical section through different layers of soil. Okay, so layers are called horizons and each layer is different in texture, color and chemical composition. So how many horizons are there? 3 horizons are there: A horizon, B horizon, C horizon, and last one is the bedrock. Now we'll discuss in detail. A horizon is the uppermost layer of soil and it is also called as topsoil. It is dark in color and rich in humus. It provides nutrients to plants. It is soft, porous and retains more water. And roots of the plants are immersed in the A horizon of soil profile. You got? Next is uh, horizon B. It is the second layer. It has less humus but has more minerals. It is harder and more compact. And C horizon is the third layer. It is made up of small lumps of rocks, and lowermost layer is bedrock, made up of very hard rocks. Now next is formation of soil and types of soil. Okay, you know how soil is formed? It is formed by breaking down of rocks into smaller particles. Okay, how the rock particles break down into small particles? It break down by action of wind, water and climate over the years. Okay, so this process of breaking down of rocks into small particles is called weathering, and soil is a mixture of rock particles and humus. So here you see in the pictures it is shown how these big rocks slowly get converted into small pieces of rocks, and finally it gets converted into soil. Okay, because as the fast stream of water, it cuts the and grinds the small pieces of rocks, then it slowly gets converted into sand and soil. So now we'll discuss the types of soil. There are 3 basic types of soils. First one is sandy soil. You very much know, here the particle size are very large and they have more space between the particles, which is filled with air. They do not retain water and are light and dry. Clay soil, here the particle size are smaller, they have lesser space between the particles and less air, they retain more water and are heavy and wet. Next is loamy soil. Loamy soil, the particle size is between those of sand and clay. Okay, it contains humus, it has the right water holding capacity, so it is best soil for the growth of plants. Now we will discuss about properties of water. Under this we will study percolation rate of water. Percolation rate means how fast water passes through the soil. If the water uh, percolates faster, then we say that the soil is very porous, and normally the sandy soil shows faster percolation of water. Okay, but in clay soil percolation rate is very less. Now I'll explain you one activity. We have to take one PVC pipe of about 20 centimeter long and 5 centimeter in the diameter, and now place it about 2 centimeter in the ground. Pour 200 ml water slowly into it and note how much time is taken for water to percolate. It is very easy activity, you can do it in your homes. So rate of percolation of water can be calculated by using formula amount of water taken, okay, and divided by percolation time. Okay, amount of water that we are pouring actually, okay, pouring in the pipe in milliliters divided by percolation time in minutes. So next we will discuss how we can demonstrate or prove the presence of moisture in the soil. We all know soil contains moisture, but how to demonstrate that? And for that we can do take some soil in a boiling tube and fix it in the stand, then heat the soil with burner. As we heat the soil, the drops of water are formed in the boiling tube. Here in the inner wall of test tube, water droplets starts forming and the water from the soil evaporates and it condenses in the inner wall of boiling tube, which I was showing you here. It shows that soil contains moisture. Next is absorption of water by the soil. Soil absorbs water, you know very well. Clay soil absorbs most water and sandy soil absorbs least water. Why? Because sandy soil passes out most of the water. So sandy soil cannot retain much of water. Okay, so here it means to say that retention of the water. Okay, now I'll explain you an activity how we can calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. Okay, what you have to do, you have to take one funnel like it is shown here, then you keep it inside a beaker and then put fold of filter paper, okay, and weigh 50 gram dry soil and pour it in the funnel. Now measure certain amount of water in measuring cylinder and pour it drop by drop over the soil till it starts dripping. Here the water is dripping. The moment soil starts dripping, you have to stop adding water. Okay, then you have to subtract the amount of water left in the measuring cylinder from the original amount. This amount of water absorbed by the soil. Now we have to calculate the percentage of water absorbed by the soil. So we had taken 50 gram of soil and initial volume of water is UML, and after we pour some of water in the funnel till it start dripping, and then water left in measuring cylinder is now less, so that we call final volume of water. So volume of water absorbed by the soil is U minus V. And how will calculate percentage? So percentage is equal to U minus V upon 50 into 100. So this is how you can do it very easily at your home. Now I'll discuss about soil and crops. Different types of crops are grown in different type of soils. Clayey and loamy soils are suitable for growing wheat and pulses. Clay soil contains organic matter and it is suitable for growing paddy, and sandy and loamy soils are suitable for growing cotton. So finally I want to ask you some question, and you can test how much you retained the knowledge. So